But first, Sir Keir Starmer just couldn't wait to let the cat out of the bag at Prime Minister's questions this afternoon, introducing the new Labour MP for Blackpool South after last week's by-election, but also another surprise addition to the opposition.
Can I also warmly welcome the new Labour MP for Dover to these benches? Mr Speaker, if 1 week a Tory MP who's also a doctor says the Prime Minister can't be trusted with the NHS and joins Labour, and the next week the Tory MP for Dover, on the front line of the small boats crisis, says the Prime Minister cannot be trusted with our borders and joins Labour, what is the point of this failed government staggering on?
What's the point of her going to Labour? Yeah, that's right. So Tory MP, well, former, Natalie Elphicke defected to Labour this afternoon, hitting out at what she called Rishi Sunak's tired and chaotic government. But is this really the victory that Starmer's making it out to be? Steve Baker wrote today, I have been searching in vain for a Conservative MP who thinks themselves to the right of Natalie Elphicke. One just quipped, I didn't realise there was any room to her right. And up until a matter of hours ago, she was no fan of Starmer or his Labour Party, previously accusing them of not wanting to stop the small boats and siding with the criminal people smuggling gangs. And when her husband, Charlie Elphicke, the previous MP for Dover, was jailed in 2021 for sexually assaulting 2 women, Natalie leapt to his defence, claiming that he'd been punished for being attractive. I mean, it begs the question, doesn't it? Why didn't Starmer just copy his shadow Chancellor Rachel Reeves when Elphicke came running over to defect?
MP for Dover, Natalie Elphicke, when Rashford missed a penalty, her tweet was, if we spent more time on football rather than trying to get free school meals for our kids, maybe it'd be better. Off.
Yeah. She sat next to Starmer today, Rachel Reeves, with Natalie Elphicke behind her, the woman she told to F off, and she was cheering that she's just joined the Labour benches. Mad. I'm joined now by former Conservative Minister Anne Widdecombe. Anne, is this a catastrophic misstep for Labour, do you think?
It's absolutely ludicrous. If you actually look at the expressions in that clip that you showed of Rachel Reeves and Angela Rayner, they don't exactly look ecstatic. They've got very, very fixed expressions and smiles. And it is very surprising. But this is exactly what started to happen in 1997 when the Tories were looking at a major defeat and probably being out of office for quite a few years, not just one parliament. And I can think of at least 4 Conservative MPs who defected, 2 to Labour, 2 to the Lib Dems, during that time. And, of course, if you go back even further, when Labour was about to be out of office for a long time, you had people like Reg Prentice, name probably forgotten now, crossing the floor. So it isn't unusual. And what this is saying is that Natalie Elphicke and anybody else who does what she has done is simply recognising that the Tories have no future and she's hedging her bets.
Yeah, but she's leaving anyway. This is the thing. So she's not going to stand for Labour at the next general election in that seat. So why didn't she just suck it up for a few months? Unless, of course, she's going to shamelessly go into the Lord.
I'm going to say there is an upper house. And, you know, of those 4 MPs that I mentioned who defected when Tony Blair was about to get his massive majority, you know, at least 3 of them, the 4th didn't, but 3 of them ended up in the upper house. And, you know, so it could well be about that.
I just find it absolutely astonishing. I mean, the Labour Party are not happy with it. She's been tweeting some unbelievable stuff about Labour, literally until, like, a few days ago, where, you know, saying that they haven't got a plan, that this is awful. She is to the right of the Conservative Party as well. Do you honestly, is the only thing that you could think this is about her potentially getting in the House of Lords, a kind of jobs for the girls situation?
I can't say that because I don't know. I don't know what the discussions have been. What I do know is that she is not naturally, you know, a person of the left. She wouldn't be attracted to a party other than the Conservatives. I'm not really certain what it is about. I mean, yes, I get that the Conservatives have failed and they haven't, you know, delivered on the boats, etc. But nor is Starmer going to do that. So what exactly has she gone across for? I don't know.
Well, we're going to just hear from her quickly, Anne, right? She's defending a decision, I believe, here. So let's hear her out.
In 2019, the Conservatives stood on a manifesto that was very much centre ground, but under Rishi Sunak, they've abandoned the centre ground and broken many election promises. Meanwhile, under Keir Starmer, Labour have changed. And I think that change is going to bring a much better future for our country, and that's why I'm so keen to join the Labour Party and play my part in bringing that important future forward.
Absolute load of rubbish, Ab.
Well, I mean, it's just unbelievable stuff. I mean, yes, the Conservative Party were on the centre ground, but she's always been right. So,
Yeah.
what's all that about?
She's-
She's always been well to the right of centre, as far as I recall, at any rate. So I don't get that. And as for saying that Keir Starmer, Labour's changed under Keir Starmer, I mean, this is a man who shouted the merits of Jeremy Corbyn. What is she doing?
Yeah, she's the only Labour member of the ERG now as well, which is quite funny, actually. That European research group there, staunchly pro-Brexit, all of that stuff. Yeah, completely. Is there a whiff of the Green Party about this, Anne, that, the Greens were so desperate to get council seats that they accepted some complete lunatics and fruitcakes in? I'm not calling Natalie Elphicke a lunatic and a fruitcake, but what I am saying is the Labour Party are just welcoming anyone in. Now, they'd probably let you in. What do you think they should let Farage in? That'd be the final one, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't think you'll find either of us applying.
No. But they'd take anyone, wouldn't they? I mean, this is bizarre.
There is that, that anything that embarrasses the Tories is a good thing for Labour. So, from that point of view, yes. But it is an extraordinary defection. I mean, it really is. I mean, she has just been so consistently to the right of the Tory party. I just can't understand this.
No, it really does not seem to make any sense. And can I also just say as well, absolute, complete and utter disrespect. So whatever has gone on behind the scenes, I mean, Robert Jenrick, we're going to be hearing from him a bit later on, former immigration minister, incredibly peed off with Rishi Sunak and the direction of travel in the Tory party. He's now putting himself forward, trying to put a Conservative message out there. He's going to do that at 10 p.m. He's not defecting to Labour, and to just do it at Prime Minister's Questions time, it does raise serious questions about the moral fibre of this woman.
Yes, but it also raises questions about the moral fibre of the Conservative Party. They've done nothing except since 2019, get rid of their leaders, criticise their leaders, threaten their leaders, always going to write letters, etc. This is actually the modern Conservative Party, and this is almost now normal behaviour.
Well, it's completely farcical, isn't it? And I wonder with Labour, if they're trying to say that by welcoming Natalie Elphicke in, they're a broad church. I mean, she's not a church. She's a Hindu temple by comparison to whatever the Labour Party broad church is. This is curtains for Starmer winning back the left, though, isn't it? I mean, how good, Owen Jones, he left. He's not coming back now. Natalie Elphicke's there, is he?
Well, I think probably an awful lot of people in the Labour Party tonight and in the Labour Parliamentary Party are choking on this and don't like it. Yeah. But on the other hand, it's one in the eye for the Conservatives. That's what the thinking is.
Yeah, absolutely bonkers. And thank you very much, Anne Widdecombe there.